Guy finds his brother-in-law's post of recently getting married and how he flirts with women. Well, you just gotta give him a reason to stick around. Women also like to be treated like dirt when you first meet them. It's messed up, but it's true. Or you could just get a cute dog, haha. Ooh, I'll assume it was the cute dogs then, Caleb, because I'd be pretty disappointed to find out you treated my sister like dirt at any point. Seeing family randomly on the front page is weird. Ooh, that's gonna be an exciting family dinner, isn't it? Just them staring at each other. Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Murdered by Words, where we're gonna be looking at the best insults, comebacks, and roasts on the internet and condensing them all into one video. That's what this is, it's a video. Enjoy! City of Oklahoma, city government, and they've tweeted out in Spanish, I think, yeah. When in Roman, do as the Romans. When in Oklahoma, do as the Oklahomans and learn to speak English. And the city of Oklahoma, city government replies, English was not the first and has never been the only language spoken in Oklahoma. What did he expect? Like, you should be speaking American Oklahoma, you're an American state. I stole a packaged ham from the store today and gave it a proper burial. Now the animal's soul can finally be at peace. Rest in peace, little buddy. Tribute video of burial to follow. Hashtag vegan. Oh no. Well, the meat will soon turn rancid, poisoning the soul and any plant life in the vicinity. Then the rats will come, followed shortly by foxes, ensuring the area is dug up and destroyed. Maggots will breed in the meat, and a local dog will take a chunk and die painfully. Great work! I'm pretty sure the vegan account is a satire one. I don't think there's any vegans actually that dumb. Hopefully. I mean, vegans are just normal people. You can be vegan and be perfectly fine. It's the people that feed their pets vegan diets and stuff like that. They're the ones that, The fires across the West Coast are just the latest examples of the very real ways our changing climate is changing our communities. Protecting our planet is on the ballot. Vote if your life depends on it, because it does. Wait, I thought banning plastic straws was supposed to prevent this. Huh? This is what happens when you can't tell the difference between solids and gases. You think physical trash is analogous to greenhouse gases. Kate has a history of mistaking solids for gases though. Apparently this is a person who pooped themselves at a party and she doesn't like it when people mention it.
Question, well, I think there's one, your name's Caitlin Bennett, right?
Mm-hmm. What's your name?
Mustafa. I think there's one really important question, and that's, did you shit yourself at a frat party?
Why are you talking about that when we're talking about soup? You know what? We should.
Was the entire of that orange sky caused by just that gender reveal party? You know, where they set fire to the tree and then it made it, or was that like a different one? I don't know what's happening, but it doesn't look good. That's all I can say. It doesn't look that good. I never understood this. I'm passionate about technology. I code in my spare time. BS. Really? You're passionate about an instruction set some guy at Bell Labs wrote 50 years ago? I'm sure there are a few autists like that, like there are model train junkies. But every based grammar acts like programming is his biggest hobby, or even fun. It isn't. Chefs don't cook in their spare time. Plumbers sure as heck don't fix pipes for fun in their spare time, and every project you'll do in your spare time is just a useless waste of time, since one person rarely builds anything useful on his own. Plumber here, or pipe fitter. I've worked with guys that on their time off, they post on plumbing forum and Facebook groups and talk about anything related to it. Some guys even have projects. A guy I knew was developing a system that would recirculate water in some mixture of rocks that would keep its heat and reheat the water, etc. You're just mad because you have no drive in life. People like that, it's just kind of sad to see because they're right, they just have no drive in life, so they go, you could possibly have a hobby of some kind that you enjoy doing. It's like, the guy said chefs don't cook at home. What? I don't understand. The story of the immigrant coming to America with nothing but the clothes on their backs should be shown alongside the story of American families being put out of a job and home. Because, in physics, everything has an equal and opposite reaction. As one family from a foreign country moves to America to move up the financial and social ladder, others are being unceremoniously kicked off the ladder because of economic corruption. Sometimes it's the dreams people hold on to that deny many other the same opportunity. Or it's all those people that were left behind in cruelty and ignorance that made it possible for one person to achieve their selfish dream. Sorry to break it to you, but you're just as much an immigrant as I am. The only question is what generation. That's why this is the greatest nation in the world. It's the only place where everyone is an immigrant. Unless you're Native American, and where everyone comes together for the betterment of this nation, you put in the time, the effort, the energy, and perseverance, you will see results. I'm sorry you think this has anything to do with race. Maybe try moving past that to realize that you and I are one collective American people. Alright, I'm not 100% on this, I'm like 90% sure, but if an immigrant came to America, let's say, and they got a job, and they took away another job, then the economy would just be like stagnant, right? If there was only 100 jobs, and you could only have 100 things that could get filled, then the economy's not gonna go anywhere. That's the whole point of adding new jobs, so there's more, like, it just doesn't make sense, right? What kind of unsweet tea-drinking, Prius-driving, bagel-eating, Fraser-watching John Denver is real country, heat-stroking, 85-degree weather northern garbage is this? Ugh. Answer, the winner. In addition to winning, it's a real beer-drinking, real American muscle, Bruce Springsteen blasting, unstoppable Sherman-style American steel, wearing shorts in 50 degrees while getting your traitorous diabetic butt to surrender. This is how it's done because you can't make a car from cotton, you fried chicken Confederate stain. Hey, I don't really know what's going on. I assume this is some American beef. You guys will probably understand it. But what's wrong with eating bagels? Why did he have to include in the insult bagel eating? I love bagels. So, I'm a computer science student. Huh, are you sure about it? I have done all 5 years of high school studying computer science. I'm in my 3rd year of university studying computer science. Are you sure about it? Yes. You were telling me you have studied computer science for 8 years and you still don't know how computers work. Mate, he's asking like a civil person and you're just being a douchebag. Only because I'm not an expert with PlayStation 4 controllers doesn't mean that I don't know how to use a computer. Do you have any experience with programming in general? If this is your way of thinking, you should focus less on obtaining platinum trophies and start going outside or working. Do you know every Easter egg in every single game out there? If not, you don't know how to play. Do you see how stupid you are? Please use your brain before thinking. Thanks. Yeah, this is literally the equivalent of, oh, you study computer science, do you? Name every single line of code ever written. It's like, I don't know. It's, oh, you don't know computer science then, do you? Many forgot. You should never forget 9/11. Yeah, okay. But no one forgot, Trisha. Today is September 7th. Yeah, you might have tweeted that a bit early. You know, just 4 days early. Lawyers hope to erase racist and misogynistic nickname of mountain landmark. Okay. Changing names doesn't change history. It hides it. When you hide things, you cannot learn from them and move forward to be better. So all the name changing is really just setting us back to repeat history. Oh, okay. Please enlighten me as to what great historical lessons we can glean from a mountain called this. Yeah, I think the best option here is to probably change the name. I'm reading The Sandman right now, and a character talking to Julius Caesar praised him for giving the people cheap corn. The Columbian Exchange didn't occur for a millennium and a half. Literally unreadable. Sorry, Neil, I can't continue reading this. And then Neil replies, well, the word Caesar used in Latin in his book on the Gallic Wars is frumentum, which is commonly translated into English as corn. How odd, you might think. I didn't think the Romans would have even known that corn exists. The word corn is old. It means the main grain of the region. It also predates the old word discovering the maize growing in the New World. The use of the word to mean exclusively sweet corn or maize is a fairly modern North American usage. You know, there are online annotations to Sandman up online. If you clicked on this link, you would learn that. Panel 6. Corn. What Americans called corn is one specific grain, originally native to the Americas. In pre-Columbian English, though, corn meant any grain, particularly the most important local grain, usually wheat, and retains some portion of that meaning in British English today. It is used in that sense here. I hope that helps. I bet the stories that guy writes are so detailed. Like, if you go into all that time just to find out what corn meant before it meant what it means now, then you've got to do your research, so props. Chinese voices are always underrepresented on Twitter because of ban in China. Now it's more underrepresented thanks to Twitter's aggressive and illegal suppression of accounts by Chinese institutions and individuals. Yada yada yada. So maybe unban it in China to start? I think that would probably help. You know, having free speech in China, right? It's amazing that a man sent to DC is so inspired by other nations but not his own, who has monumentally contributed more to mankind than all those noted combined. Dude, you were writing in English on the internet, invented by an Englishman living in Switzerland, on a device built on the premise of computers which were invented by the Babbage and developed by Turing, both British. Your profile picture is of the White House, designed by an Irish architect, Universal Healthcare, and modelled on a building in Dublin, Ireland. I think this is similar to people who say oh, they're self-made. It's like, you weren't self-made. There's so many different people that helped out that you just can't. It's like America didn't do everything, you know? Oh, champagne Hollywood liberal. If it wasn't for the Brits, there would be no Australia or Canada or America or New Zealand for that matter. What? Britons did not create the Earth. Are you okay? If it wasn't for the Brits, native people would still have their homes. Oh no. Dude, too heavy on the hard liquor here. Have some champagne. I think a lot of people from England did, go to those countries, but I don't think they wouldn't exist without them. I think what Britain did probably wasn't the best. I don't think someone is a bad person if they don't support masks, vaccinations, and BLM. Well, if you don't support masks, you don't care about spreading disease to others unknowingly or contracting said disease. If you don't support vaccines, you are again putting everyone else's health along with your own at risk, as there are people who support vaccines but are unable to take them due to allergies or other reasons. They depend on herd immunity. Supporting BLM is about supporting the black community in America and being on their side. If you're opposed to that, you're on the wrong side of history, and that's been proven. So how would someone be against all these things and not be a bad person? It seems like this person would genuinely not care about others. I feel like they're a troll, because if you don't do all of those, really? Screw the police. BCSD ain't anything. And then the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office, who is BCSD, says, "Oh, that seems to be an unpopular opinion, Mr. Hall. We just want to do our jobs. Aw. By the way, how have you been? It's been a little minute." Haha, Charles, look, it's you. This is you. A Mongolian cutting a watermelon. Oh, okay. Ugh, what an ugly watermelon. Oh, maybe don't look in the mirror so much. Yeah, maybe you'll have a glow up one day, but for now, just stick to not. Wow, you made it all the way to the end. You could have a glow up too if you clicked on one of these videos. That's how it works, right? You click it and then just boom, glow up. You look amazing. I think. Just right there. Or subscribe. Thanks.